made it easy for him to turn heel. Now, for almost 2 decades, fans collectively wondered if John Cena would ever turn heel. Cena was WWE's top babyface for the best part of 20 years, and due to fan resentment to a somewhat stagnant babyface character, there was a mass urge to see Cena turn heel several times throughout his iconic career. The discourse surrounding a potential Cena heel turn was always exciting. Fans always had their own unique theories in relation to the turn. But why would Cena turn heel? How would he explain to his young fans that he was now the bad guy? Would Cena debut new gear and a new theme song? It really made for a fascinating discussion. Yet during Cena's full-time run in WWE, the heel turn just never occurred. The closest that fans got to an official heel turn was in 2012, when there were creative plans in place for Cena to legitimately turn heel. This would have come during his feud with The Rock, and Cena went as far as discussing the plans for his heel turn during an interview with Chris Van Vliet. I got word that they were doing it. I went out and recorded a new song. I went out and got all new gear. In 48 hours, I had a new track, a new studio mix theme song, and a final mix. I had 7 new singlets, low-cut singlets with boxing-type robes. When Cena first revealed this in an interview, there was a lot of disappointment, as fans were under the impression that they had missed out on Cena potentially embarking on a heel run of a lifetime. But when Cena returned to WWE in early 2025 to embark on his retirement tour, it was firmly expected that Cena would wrestle for the next 12 months as a babyface before sailing off into the sunset as one of the greatest babyfaces in WWE history. However, WWE and Cena decided they didn't want to play it safe, and at the 2025 Elimination Chamber event, Cena would turn on Cody Rhodes and he would side with The Rock, and Cena would officially become a heel for the first time since late 2003. Now, it wouldn't be hyperbolic to say that Cena's heel turn at the Elimination Chamber show is one of the most shocking turns in WWE history. Nobody saw it coming, and the way it was presented was just perfect. Cena's whole demeanor throughout the chamber was off, and there was a sinister side coming out of him in the actual match. And when Cena and Rhodes hugged following the match, the villainous look in Cena's eyes told the whole story. Cena sold his soul, and there was no turning back. From WWE's perspective, this was a risky yet bold move. Cena vs Rhodes was a money match with both as babyfaces, but with Cena as a heel, it was completely unknown territory. Thankfully, thanks to Cena's first heel promo on Raw, we know that fans are firmly siding with the reigning WWE Champion. And due to Cena's popularity as well as his cool factor as a heel, it wouldn't have been out of the question for fans to side with Cena. The fact that fans are still 100% on Team Cody shows how cemented Rhodes is as the face of the company, and working with a heel version of Cena is only going to enhance Rhodes in that established role. But all eyes were set on Raw from Belgium, which would see Cena explain the heel turn. Fans on social media had endless suggestions on how Cena would explain the turn. Would Cena simply explain that he would do whatever it took to win world title number 17, or would Cena state that the fans had been against him for 20 years and now it was time to exact revenge? Ultimately, it would be the latter, as Cena would deliver an ice-cold walk to the ring on Raw and deliver arguably the finest promo of his entire career. In Cena's opening few lines, he would address the heel turn, and his attention would fully be on the disrespect that he had received from the audience. When someone is properly grounded in life, they should have to look outside themselves for approval. You're making this so easy for me. You see, for 25 years, I've been the victim. Okay, I've been the victim of an abusive relationship. No. You've lost your time to talk, yeah? Okay, fine. Take the floor and do what you do with it. All you do is be hurtful. All you are is abusive. And all you've ever done is bully me into being your damn puppet and expected me to do it all with a smile on my face. No more. This was Cena basically saying that the days of him getting booed and taking it on the chin are over, and it was his time to bite back at the audience. This was an interesting explanation, as whilst the content and delivery of the promo was superb, in recent years, the Cena sucks chants have basically disappeared, so it's understandable why some fans have been critical of this element of the explanation. If this heel turn was done 15 years ago when Cena used the exact explanation, then it would have made a lot more sense. But the highlight of the promo will be Cena focusing in on the consumerism of his brand, and how all fans just wanted to take. Each one of these idiots is proving my point with every breath. My point is, no matter what I do, it's never enough, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. All you ever do is take. You take, and you only care about yourselves. I put my values on the line to make a very important choice in my life, and all you could think of was, what do we get? My story changed. What do we get? John Cena's coming to my town. What do we get? This is trending. What do we get? No one of these sons of bitches asked me how I feel. No one. It's just, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? You get nothing. Now, this was such a smart inclusion from Cena. This was Cena basically saying that despite fans telling him he sucks for years, they still ate up everything he did. He was still the biggest star in the company. He was still the #1 wrestling attraction in the world. This was Cena calling out the hypocrisy from fans, and using Cena's logic here, he was more than justified for having enough of the fans. Cena would follow this up by saying that the fans wouldn't be getting a new look or a new theme music, and the inclusion of Cena stating that it's his voice on his own theme was a welcome touch. You get what you've earned, and what you've earned is nothing. You don't get a new look because you dress like me. I don't dress like you idiots. You don't get new music. That is my voice on that song, and your time is finally up. My time is finally now. The only thing that you get is to take a long look in the mirror to see how awful each and every one of you has been for 25 years to me. As Cena throughout the promo was hinting at how the fans didn't like his identity, and Cena was basically saying that he takes offense to the idea of changing his theme song because it's his song. It's not a WWE produced song, it represents him and his core established values. In relation to Rhodes, Cena would address Rhodes in his promo, and it appears that WWE are going in the direction that Cena is convinced that the fans will turn on Rhodes. However, when the fans don't turn on Rhodes, he will realize that he was completely wrong, and Cena will have to face the music. Cena explained the dislike towards Rhodes by saying, "You're chanting for Cody. Oh, of course, your brand new shiny toy, because you're about to put this one out to pasture. Like I said, with every breath you prove my point that you're awful people, and that's every single person in this room. No one is safe, no one can hide, especially the people I can pick out in the crowd. Yeah, I see you, and you in the front row, and you in the front row." But this part of Cena's promo examined the distress and the panic at Cena's retirement. Cena is about to retire at the end of the year, and self-admittedly, Cena has a truly horrendous win-loss record over the past few years. Cena has lost to names such as Solo Sikoa and Austin Theory, and Cena not winning a single match on television since 2018 is rather alarming. This is a meta angle that WWE are taking, as some fans have stated that Cena is past it in the ring, and it'll be interesting to see if Cena dissects this further in the forthcoming weeks. Now, the best heel turns are those that are grounded, well, somewhat in reality. This is the case here. Cena's frustrations are understandable and have a ton of weight. The only element that has yet been explored is the nature of the relationship between him and The Rock. Cena quote-unquote sold his soul to the final boss, but it's not been made clear what exactly this means and how The Rock is actually helping Cena achieve his goals. Fans are under the impression that before the year is out, Cena will revert back to being a babyface. This seems wise, as it seems unlikely that Cena retires as a heel, and it's possible that Cena realizes the error of his villainous ways and turns on The Rock to close out his final run. It would also make for a fascinating twist if a babyface such as Rhodes addresses Cena's prior dark deeds. Cena has undertaken several heelish acts over his babyface years, ranging from stealing Zack Ryder's girlfriend to taking advantage of Rey Mysterio when Mysterio won the WWE title. A babyface telling the audience that the heel version of Cena had been there all along would be a unique twist that would round out the lore of the heel version of the WWE legend. Whatever the plans are for Cena's heel turn, this is sure to be one of the most exciting times in WWE history. WWE has one of the most talented, universally over wrestlers of all time performing as a heel in a virtually unscripted capacity.